Lately, Mr. Bush has talked of his success in reducing the U.S. drug problem. In tonight's Eye on America, Harold Dow looks for evidence in the streets.
So help me God. Drugs, it may as well have been a deadly bacteria so much as it hurt the body, the soul of our country. Take my word for it, this scourge will stop.
It's happening at the corner of Hope Street in Brooklyn, New York. His name is Mike. He makes his home by this highway. A husband, a father, an auto mechanic by trade. Mike has lost it all to drugs. For him, the scourge is still here.
The habit I have, my worst enemy, I wouldn't want him to have it, you know?
From Brooklyn to Portland, Oregon, there are 5 million Americans addicted to hardcore narcotics, despite George Bush's inaugural promise to wage and win the war on drugs. Yet, in recent months, the president and his drug czar, Bob Martinez, have been sending out a positive message, a message that America is
waging a drug war that is making dramatic headway.
Statistics coming out of Washington suggest that drug use across the country may be declining. But don't expect the people of Chicago to believe that. In recent months, crack cocaine has come to Chicago with a vengeance, and its arrival here has coincided with the highest murder rate in Chicago's history.
My son was murdered. He was stabbed to death. He was accosted by a group of gang members at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Frances Sandoval is one mother who is now fighting against the gangs who have recently carved up Chicago's growing crack trade like a Wall Street business plan. The arrival of crack in Chicago leaves her skeptical about Washington's drug war.
The public relations campaign going on. We've got the czar of drugs coming into our neighborhood saying we're winning the war on drugs. The truth is that it's out of control. It's out of control.
We see, and we're very concerned about, an increase in the use of heroin in New York City.
Who are the players in this game, and where are the drugs coming from?
At the upper level, it's the Southeast Asian people that are the connection to the Southeast Asian heroin in New York today.
And what do you do?
I talk to...
Tony is part of the growing Asian heroin connection. Tony told us how his Asian bosses fight their side of the drug war.
Sometimes they use the diplomat, sometimes they use...
Sometimes they use a diplomat?
Yeah.
How do you get a diplomat to bring drugs in?
They buy the diplomat.
Oh, they buy the diplomat?
Yeah, they buy the diplomat.
More heroin is coming into the neighborhood.
Heroin?
Heroin.
It was cocaine before. It was crack. What's happening?
Same. Crack, cocaine, heroin. It's increasing. It's not decreasing, my friend.
Carlos Pagan runs a New York drug clinic called El Regreso. So what will happen to people like Mike?
We have tried to get him into a hospital for the last 2 weeks. Can't get him in because there's no bed. What kind of war?
What are they doing while they're waiting?
What do? They rob, they commit crimes because they need the drugs.
I've robbed, stuck up people.
What'd you say?
Give me the money or I'm going to blow your head off.
If push came to shove, would you have pulled the trigger?
Yeah.
Sandra has lived in the dark shadows and back alleys of the drug world. She thinks the White House is out of touch with the realities of drug addiction.
People are making money out of this problem, and that's what it's all about. So I don't think they're doing everything they can to just say no. Please, spare me. How could just say no?
I think America is making progress against drugs and will continue to do so.
I'm just going to go out there and see what I can do and get money for the next time.
Harold Dow, CBS News, New York.